The Bazaar Shadow, a supernatural urban fantasy short story inspired by lyrics. The Shahrazad Bazaar was a living thing. Every corner breathed color, scent, and noise. Saffron yellow sun filtered through cloth tarps, strung between buildings like patchwork sails. Incense twisted into the air with the smell of seared lamb, fried dates, and sweat. Merchants shouted in tongues both ancient and modern. Trinkets whispered promises of luck and power. Most lies, some true. Kael stood at the heart of it, still as a stone in a current. He let the chaos wash over him. It was easier to feel the subtle threads that way, the wrong rhythms, the hidden magics, the pulse of something pretending to be normal. His left eye shimmered faintly in the shade, a soft golden gleam, the only outward sign of the change within. He hadn't been fully human for years. The jungle had made him something else. A flash of motion caught his peripheral vision. Not movement, awareness, a presence brushing past his mind, like silk soaked in blood. He turned slowly. The world around him continued, merchants shouting, sandals slapping stone, music playing from old radios. But he saw her. She was a flicker between bodies, a shadow moving with feline grace, vanishing between awnings. Her head turned just enough for him to catch a glimpse. Eyes like molten gold, slitted, glowing faintly. Not human. Her, the one from the dream. And just like that, she was gone. She felt the gaze before she saw him. It lanced through the noise of the bazaar, sharp and precise, like a needle through silk. Damn, he saw me. Layla had been hiding in cities for half a century, give or take. Bazaar towns were her favorite. Too many eyes, too many stories. People saw what they wanted to see, but that only worked on humans. He wasn't. She didn't know what he was yet, but something in her blood, old and deep, whispered a warning. He's not chasing. He's calling. Panic fluttered in her chest. She spun, ducked through a gap between tents, and shifted. Not fully. Not yet. Her spine bent, joints reversed, limbs lengthened. She kept the woman's shape, but her feet grew pads, her pupils stretched wide, her breath came quicker. Half form, just enough for speed. She darted between stalls, avoiding cameras, moving faster than most eyes could follow. She ran until the air turned from spice to leaf mold, until the shadows grew longer and greener. She ran toward the jungle wrapped around her like a cloak. Birds scattered from the trees as Lali sprinted across the mossy floor, 4 limbs now. She shifted again, mid-leap, bones snapping smoothly as muscle twisted, forming sleek leopard flanks and long dark rosettes on golden fur. Her breath slowed. Her pause found rhythm. Here she was. The city was a mask. The jungle was her face. But he was still behind her. Even without sound, she knew. She could feel the pressure of his attention like gravity. He wasn't chasing fast. He didn't need to. She tried everything. She forded a river, backtracked, climbed a tree, swam across a stagnant pond to kill her scent. Nothing worked. Every time she paused, she heard the brush rustle behind her. He never gained, never lagged, always steady. He's not tracking me. He's following something deeper. She doubled back one last time, climbed into the canopy, crouched on a massive limb, and waited. She watched the trail. He came, calm, slow, hands in pockets, rifle slung across his back, not a dream, a hunt. She had run for 2 days. Blood matted the fur on her flank. A scratch, nothing lethal, but a reminder that she was not invincible. The jungle gave her strength, but even it couldn't hide her forever. She crossed a ravine, stumbled, and shifted into half-form just long enough to breathe through cracked human lips. Her limbs were heavy. Her instincts screamed. He was close. Somehow, impossibly, he tracked her through every misdirection. She had taken to leaping sideways mid-sprint, doubling back, wading through swamp water to kill her scent. But the sound of his boots on earth, calm, relentless, always returned. He was a hunter, with a rifle. She'd seen it once, slung across his back. Black mat, long barrel, suppressed. Not loud, but final. He wasn't just following her. He was prepared to kill her. And that terrified her more than anything, because she had seen him too, in her dreams. And in them she did not die. So why did her breath shake every time a twig snapped? She reached a narrow clearing, trapped between a steep rock face and a fallen tree, slick with moss. No way over. No time to turn back. Her paws slipped as she came to a halt, chest heaving, eyes darting for an escape. Too late. He stepped through the brush, rifle raised. No rush in his step, no sound beyond the creak of leather and wood. Kael, the hunter, the one she dreamed of, and his weapon was aimed at her heart. Lala froze, half-shifted, leopard ears high, fur bristling across her arms, claws digging into earth. She wanted to lunge, she wanted to run, she couldn't move. So this is it, she thought. Not a dream, a warning. Kael stood still, finger near the trigger. One breath, two. Then slowly, he lowered the rifle, let it fall soft into the grass. Lalea blinked. He took another step forward, hands spread, no threat. Then came the voice, calm, measured, low. I was never going to shoot you, she snarled. Liar! He shook his head, eyes glinting gold in the dim light, and without another word, he changed. Clothes melted into flesh, spine rippled, limbs folded inward, his face elongated, muzzle pushing forward, spots blooming across dark skin like fire through paper. He became leopard, muscle, shadow, wild. He padded closer, eyes locked to hers. Not a man chasing a monster, not a hunter chasing prey, a predator meeting his match. She didn't run, didn't attack. She just stared at him. And slowly her body answered, shifted, became again what it was meant to be. Two leopards standing in the clearing. No gun, no fear, only breath and instinct and the shared truth of what they were. And what they weren't. They were no longer alone. For 3 days they hunted. Not prey, not really. They hunted silence, movement, the shape of each other's presence. Kael moved like the dusk, Lala like firelight on water. When one paused, the other moved. When one slept, the other watched. There were no words, only growls, nuzzles. The occasional clash of fang and claw, not from anger but from testing, learning. They weren't tame, not to each other, not to the world, but they were bonded now, and that mattered. At night, when they shifted back to human form for warmth or stillness, Lala curled close and whispered a truth. I don't know who made us this way, Kael murmured. Does it matter? And the jungle kept their secrets. Weeks passed. The stories began again. At first, they were small. A merchant swore he saw 2 shadows slipping across a rooftop. A guard claimed something stole a goat in the dead of night. No blood, just silence. Then came the real stories of slavers going missing in the jungle, hunters who never came back, and always leopard tracks. Always 2. They call them the twin shadows now. Some say they're cursed lovers, others spirits of the wild, but the ones who whisper truly, who felt the air shift when the bazaar goes quiet, they know the truth. They were never meant to be caught.